Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. We've got a 4v4 with you today, so I'm not going to be able to get that much attention to everywhere in the fields. Let's go through the players. On the western side we have Shadow Skyer playing as the Commonwealth. I picked the commander yet. We have Pi playing as the Commonwealth without a commander yet.
An infantry section of
we have Cynic, I'm not sure of the commands, we'll just call him CN, playing as US Ranger Company. We have BH playing as US Mechanized Company. On the Axis side, we have a 4 SS team, oh boy. We have Fortune Blues playing as the SS Mechanisierte. We have Frosty playing as Panzer Tactics. Q playing as Sturm Tactics. And Theo playing as Propaganda Tactics. We're gonna have a wide range of mix of troops here. It looks like the SS and the British are already engaging in the center. So American troops are coming in now to try and support. But might arrive a little bit too late. Yeah, they're probably gonna get mowed down out there in the open. Oh, definitely looks that way. Looks like we also have a little bit of an engagement up here. But the SS looks like, yeah, the SS might win that one too, I think.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Boxed supporting the Storm Pioneers from the back here. Oh, great, coming in though. Well, a little bit too late. But the SS are taking the center as well. The British are moving up on the southern flank. Looks like Shadow has actually gone for US Royal... no, not US. British Royal Armoured. And Pi has gone for Royal Artillery. Okay. Mechanized Grenadiers are trying to move up here. And double Kugelwagen. He's going for really motorized play by the looks of it. Which kind of does fit the commander. And Mechanisierte has this very nifty thing that if they get one command point, I believe it's one command point, they can actually get half tracks from their commander vehicle with no fuel cost at all, which can really make them mobile on the battlefield. Looks like the Mechanized Grenadiers are doing a really good job here so far. Yeah, Vic is coming for Shadow though. So we have some longer range engagements going in the center here. But the SS trying to use whatever cover they can as the allies are holding the hill here. British and Americans standing shoulder to shoulder. As well as a Recade team. Looks like there's not much of an engagement up in the north here currently. Well, I might have a lot of engagement down here in the south, but I'll keep an eye on the minimap to see where there might be engagements. This Sapper squad is doing a really good job for King and Country.
Infantry squad trained and ready.
They're holding for a while. And the Vickers have already set up here now. Oh, they actually manned it? I would say that was probably a waste. But he is trying to pull it back. Looks like we have some range demolition teams now. To try and hold the center line. Probably what you should probably be using a ranger team for, but what can you do? We have an MG34 going up here in the north. That's gonna try and threaten this position even more. So we're gonna have a little bit of a stalemate in the north, but we have a lot of engagements going on here in the center. Black Spike, that was unexpected, probably because there's so much going on here. It is a 4v4 after all. Oh, Bren gun for the Sappers. That's gonna make them a lot more defensive. Yep, and now we see the half-tracks are coming in because he's already gotten one command point. And it is indeed from the headquarters, and you can see they cost no fuel if you're mechanized. Which can give you a huge advantage early on. Looks like the Germans are slowly pushing towards the hill though. Some Malonians and Voxsturm fighting together here. Looks like some Leibstandard are trying to move as well. This Recce team is in a really precarious position, but seems to be working. How much are they actually seeing from this? Wait, I can see all the way to the enemy, to the start of the enemy hill. It's gonna give them a lot of situational awareness. This trench line is gonna make it really hard to push up on. And it looks like the British are slowly pushing up here again. Taking more of a front line, but here comes the half-tracks. Already armed with MG42s and MG42s on top of them. And immediately as a response, the rifle sections are getting anti-tank rifles. MG8 and Volksturm, but they've been countered by a mortar already. A lot of US troops standing here with a medic amongst them, keeping them up and up to date with health and everything. Nice to see. Well, perhaps a little bit too clumped up. Leipzig now trying to move out here, but it might be a little bit too late. But there is an MG34 there, able to keep that trench covered. That's definitely going to deny the Allies the access to it. Right on the demo team, but oh, the grade fell too short. But demo team is still in a little bit of a precarious position. More re-echelon are coming in. Oh, they actually killed off the crew. Yeah, well, the engagements on here seem to be working for the British, thanks to the AT rifles. More mechanized grenadiers present, armed with an LMG-34. Kubelwagen is trying to push up here, which is probably not the best move.
Light vehicle destroyed.
They should probably try and rearm that MG-34. Looks like they want to just use the STGs instead.
Supply half-track is ready for orders.
Volksturm are moving up to try probably to take the trench there. Looks like the northern front is very static currently. Mines being laid and defenses being set up. Mostly there's no real engagements going on. Again, who could blame it? Who would want to move through open fields like that?
Mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
Malone is moving from cover to cover here, getting up closer. Half track full of Rangers arriving. Disembarking the Rangers and moving them straight into the trench. But they're not armed with better weapons currently, and the SCDs are mowing them down. Volksturm are moving up to Panzerfaust to half track. And they got it off, although the animation is still in play. That's that Ranger squad. That's not good at all. 6th field company here for the British. An American push up here, or attempted it, but they got mowed down by the MG combined with the enemy, with the Axis from this area. Axis are slowly trenching in again. Oh, the Brits set up a 8 station here. Apparently some Star Wars talk is going on. These rifle sections are doing pretty well with that AT rifle, in all honesty. Yeah, just double AT rifles seem to work out really well. Especially against mechanized, because mechanized relies a lot on light vehicles. Oh, we got some Panzergrenadiers coming in. The 2nd SS. That's for the Sturm Commander. These guys are actually really good. They are really good assault infantry, and they can be equipped properly for it. As one would kind of expect. Because the Volksturm and the Sturm Pioneers are trying to push over here out through the open. But you can probably already see why that's a bad idea. There's no cover. And no cover makes them sitting ducks. Very easy targets to just be picked off. And oh, that's a big American push coming right here. But they're gonna run straight into the MG. There's also an MG here. Well, that's an MG08 though. Still, an MG is an MG. You don't want to run into a machine gun through the open. As you can probably see here, they'll be getting pinned pretty quickly. Because for some reason, people don't like running into machine gun fire. It's very demoralizing. The Germans set their own fort camp here. So we have fort camp versus fort camp on either side of this little island. German sharpshooter in the field, an SS sharpshooter. Setting up some cover for himself. A little bush he can hide in. The British do have flares though and a recon team, but how long range does he have? He can shoot almost all the way to the trench down there. That's actually a good position. And then he sets him up there. Yeah, that looks like it works perfectly. Looks like he wants to move him away though and do something else. You have an SS Aufklärer here though. And not looking too good for the Americans to hold the spot. Oh, British have a lieutenant here. The C4th Highlanders. Yeah, they don't want to stay there for long. Pulling in an artillery barrage though. Looks like it's a fire for effect one. Which means if you stay within the circle, the longer you stay within, the more artillery shells are going to land on you. So you've got to move out of there. Doesn't look like that life standard have gotten the memo. There we go. All quiet on the southern front currently. But oh, the SS in the south lost a lot of stuff early on to Shadow. Shadow did a really good job of blowing him to pieces. Lots of SS moving here. Flammpanzerwagen available as well as a command tank. Puma is also present. And the Americans don't have AT rifles though, so the light vehicles should have a little bit easier. Oh, plenty of mines have been laid out in the open. Really nice job by the SS here. Oh, and the tank team coming up.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Oh, let's see what happens, because that is a flamethrower half-track. But the smoke is obscuring it. The command tank is also causing issues for the allies up here. Oh, Puma destroyed by the bazooka. And here comes the flamethrower half-track. Missed, but the 50 cal on top of the half-track is killing it. And that is fortunate. And the half-track is taken out. British is trying to push up on the German line here.
Just got destroyed.
There's not too much to hold them. But Germans do have an MT-34 here. The front line is pretty stable on the parts. The command F1 up there is immobilized by the looks of it. Bazooka is missing. See, one more rocket will do it. Nope. Actually trying to smoke his position. Smart move. And it looks like the super team is wasting its rockets and infantry. That's probably not something you want to do. You should probably order it to prioritize vehicles, because it does stop the bazooka from wasting its shots. The SS is digging in further down here. Not that they have a lot to dig in with. The British have a lot more troops present, AT guns and everything, and recce teams. Do a take now by the Volksturm by the looks of it. And the Puma for them. And the American infantry is still getting mowed down in the open. Likely as one would kind of expect in this kind of situation, in all honesty. Germans are digging in along the front line, but that's fire for effect artillery. Let's see. Not a lot of SS troops on the field, but the SS are kinda limited troop-wise if you aren't specific commanders. Looks like some kind of counter artillery went in here. Artillery coming in the British position down here. We also have a command tank out. Keep calm and carry on. Oh, that's a very neat little bonus they have. But the thing to note about British command tanks that some people don't always realize is that the gun is fake. It's a dummy gun. In fact, instead of the gun and everything inside to make it work, they have more radios, making it like a mobile command post. So don't expect the British command tank to actually be able to aid you in on the battlefield like other factions' command tanks would. Instead, it's just a lot better at providing, I suppose, support by essentially keeping communications between all the units. And that those AT rifles are really doing a good job. Yeah, was really utilizing them really well here. Bunker is being self-destructed, probably to refund some resources. No, there's no refunds actually.
One of our forward structures has been destroyed.
Germans are slowly creeping up on the Americans over here. Yeah, the sharpshooters and the sharpshooter and the Alpha are just taking pot shots at the American position. More artillery coming in the south here by the SS. Ooh, that's a widespread one. Didn't do much by the looks of it. I believe it was time to target, where all the shells land around the same time, but it's much more widespread. More Rangers here armed with 2 BARs. That makes them a very lethal team. Stuart getting taken out by the Puma. Double Stuart threatening the Germans a slight bit. So we have a Luke's trying to do a wide flank down here on the island. But it's getting away to the British. AT gun already got a shot on it. Looks like it's managing to get away though, thanks to the its speed.
Button her up. Big push coming.
German position is not looking the best currently. Stuart's trying to push up here. There is a Puma though, which can easily threaten the Stuart, as we can see. Stuart just needs Puma just needs one more shot. There we go, and the Stuart is dead. Oh, the British lieutenant is taking the point though, but he has to pull back after that. Too much explosive shots coming in. Looks like the Germans have prepared Dragon Teeth here to stop vehicles. Fascinating. That's good for the British as well. The British really liked using American equipment because they got a lot of it from the Americans, and it's so good to see they have a mix of their own stuff and the British stuff a lot. Oh, the Stooks are just tearing through the British line now, but this AT gun is actually doing a really good job. It's actually armed by a medic. That's unexpected. Stook is moving up here. That's not the one that can fire high explosive, I think. It can, but it's not as a main gun. Oh, it actually hit the loader. That might just buy it enough time. And it did. Looks like the British down here getting Recce teams with the tank, with the Hunter Killer loadout, which I do personally think Recce teams might be a little bit too strong. They have 31 kills and just been standing there. They actually mobilized that Panzer too, but Command Panzer 4 probably not in the best position. Sounds like we have howitzers. Yeah, a sexton. A sexton has arrived. Excuse me. Ooh, the German position is not looking the best currently. Yellow's pushing up now with an A3 on the northern front too. Oh, and that's an MGO8 dead. Veteran squad moving up as well. A little bit risky when there's a Sherman around. Puma's trying to attack the Sherman, but he'll get hit by a bazooka. Ooh. Looks as a flanking the British command tank. The British command tank has no gun, so it can be fired. But the Lux is not going to do much against the Cromwell. That's generally the thing about British command tanks, they just don't have a real gun. Well, they have the machine guns, but that's about it. They don't have the main gun though. More fire for effect coming in here. The C4 Highlander Lieutenant is being quite busy. Oh, the C4 Highlander Captain! Looks like the C4 Highlanders officers are combat units. Not something you see very often for the British. They're like fireman squads that can be used on the front line. I'm not sure what's going on here, but that was a brave jeep.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
Also another jeep up there with a 50 cal. That Stuk could be a problem because it's probably armed with high explosive shells. So it is. Yeah, not sure what that jeep was trying to do.
Ready for further orders.
Let's see. Not much going on here around the rest of the fronts. But the SS down on the southern flank have practically lost everything. Oh, we have some Brazilians on the field. The Brazilian Mountain Division.
AT gun ready.
Maybe AT gun coming out for the Americans too. British have a lot of stuff here. Got a Firefly. The SS line is severely under-defended. Frosty has a lot of manpower still. He could probably invest that in infantry to support his allies. Like, just get a few infantry squads and plant them around the front line. If you hit the youth here and there, could probably do a lot. The lieutenant's moving up again. Like, if you have less than 3 basic infantry, I'd say always get more, basically. Like, just so you can shore up your front line. Oh, so much artillery is coming in on the German line here. They're not going to be able to hold this position forever. Oh, we do have a Tiger Ace on the northern front, though. You need to be careful with it though, because there is a lot of Shermans and the AT guns are coming up too, but I don't know that. Oh, the Sherman actually got a penetrating shot on the Tiger Ace. That's gonna force him to pull it back for repairs, I think. Oh, the Shermans are trying to push it. But no, it's gonna be too late. At that point, it's best to pull back. Because now the veterans are going, and the Panzer IV J can hold it. Oh, but they did get another penetrating shot. So they are going to be able to deny the Tiger Ace for them for a while, because it takes a long time to repair that thing. The southern flank looks like the British are pushing up with a Firefly and the command tank, as well as a lot of infantry. Yeah, the SS southern flank is completely lost. Oh, this one is not even gonna get built in time. Yeah, the SS are really losing the south flank, but there is a howitzer coming up.
Dispatching a mobile HQ vehicle.
Immediately firing its howitzers in this area by the looks of it. Destroying all the abandoned vehicles. Yeah, the command tank is not going to really do much. It can capture points though by the looks of it.
Crew, stand ready.
Oh yeah, he's lost everything but the Stukas first. Oh, that is a very costly thing to come back from. Artillery is coming in on the enemy line here too. Not sure where from. Ah, from this sexton. Oh, that's a priest. Because he has artillery. Oh, Stukas is in danger, and there goes the Stukas. And a rocket straight on the Stuk. Oh, that's very well. That's nicely done. But the command tank is pushing a little bit too far up. And now the SS are gonna be flanking him. Yeah, they're panzerfausting the Firefly. Smart play. Oh, but the Firefly did get the shot off. Yeah, the command tank was pushed way too far up. And while the Americans and the British are trying to push for the center by the looks of it. Actually, only the British. Looks like the Americans are delegated to the northern front. Fighting to keep the Tiger Ace at bay. Yes, it's still holding the hill, despite being under heavy bombardment. Anti-4 command tank is desperately trying to shore up its front line too, but first you could get a lot more infantry. Like you could actually get actual Leibstandarte, I think, from here. Yeah, he can get the first SS Leibstandarte. These guys. Well, a really good unit, by the way. Like, they're probably one of the best general purpose troops you can get for 300 cost too. Yeah, he's keeping his main truck repaired though there. For good reason. Looks like the SS is trying to do a little bit of a push down here with the Wallonians alongside the Hohenstaufen. Holding a Panzer 48, but there is a lot of British anti-tank equipment here. I suppose those Recce teams are just killing so many people. And those Recce teams are kind of ridiculous.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
What's going on along the rest of the front by the looks of it? Germans trying to repair their munitions caches too, because yeah, if that went off right next to that truck and all those troops, that could be very disastrous. Germans do have a single howitzer currently, which they can utilize. They're still trying to threaten the Tiger Ace. But it's not the easiest thing to do. A Tiger Ace is kinda hard to deal with if handled correctly. Oh, that time to target really seemed to hurt them. Oh, looks like that thing is in the path of the repair. Oh yeah, it's in the path of the retreat point. Ooh, that's not good.
Reconnaissance vehicle ready.
That's generally why you don't want to put your truck in like a tight spot like that. Let's see what that Panzer IV thing is. Oh, the Sexton is might be threatened. Oh, but the Firefly saved it. Not sure where the Sexton is moving at. It's driving that close to the front line. I'm still holding the hill now. Oh, command Panther on the field. Very strong unit. But the Allies just have overwhelming number. That's 2 Fireflies and an Achilles. No, I think it's the keys anyway. And we also have a brain carrier with the Polish inside it. Yes, any German vehicles are not going to survive against 2 Fireflies like this, especially not a Puma. Now a Panzer IV GA, but that's too much fire coming in. And now the central German position here is not going to last for long under artillery fire by the British. American Air Force coming in on the Tigris in the north. I do apologize that it's so hectic in a 4v4, but that makes it very hard to focus on everything. And the Tigris managed to get it. No, the Tigris is gone. And the British can move up again with all these rifle sections. It looks like it's the end of the Germans. Yep, Germans surrendered. This was a pretty big battle out in on the plains here, the steppes map. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye bye.